Assalamu alaikum and a very warm welcome to CEO Club Pakistan. This is Tuba Saud Mirza, your host for the day. Today I have with me a man who is on a key position in a firm that has established its niche in printing and publishing industry. Salman Aslam, Executive Director, Century Packages. Assalamu alaikum, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us a bit about your company profile and yourself?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Salman Aslam. By qualification, I'm MBA, and after completing my graduation, I started off as a professional. I started off my career in the banking industry. So I worked for international banks for good or 12 years in corporate and investment banking.
Okay.
And from there moved to this business. This is a family-owned business. So I entered into this business 5 years back. We are into printing and packaging industry. We are categorized in offset printing. Anything to be printed on board and paper, we do that. Dad is into this business since last 4 decades, and this setup was initially started off with from my dad and my younger brother, who is a true entrepreneur, and the man behind the entire production and everything. So apart from printing and packaging this business, I've been an active member in FPCCI. I represent Pak Indonesia Business Council as a chairman. We're responsible for developing a bilateral trade between Pakistan and Indonesia. For that, I have also lead delegations to Indonesia, all prominent businessmen into various industrial segments. I also represent as a convener for printing and packaging industry in FPCCI Central Executive Committee. I am heading that committee, particularly within this industry. So on that platform, we represent the challenges of the overall industry within the federal government, the policies and the regulatory framework we discussed, and the challenges which this particularly industry goes through. I have served Korangi Industrial Area, Korangi Trade and Industrial Association, KATI, as a senior vice president 2 years back. This is we are located in Korangi Industrial Area. It is one of the biggest industrial hub of the country, having all top-notch industries of all segments. Particularly when we talk about leather industries, there is a specific sector where a lot of leather industries are there. Packaging industry is here. FMCG, the biggest biscuit manufacturing, English biscuit, is also located here. So this is my brief.
I should have said in the introduction that you have achieved so many things at this young age, mashallah, mashallah.
That's only I would say that's the blessing of my parents and their well-wishing. Persistent on something, and
Very
when
true.
you have some goal and where you want to be a meaningful personality in this world. So everyone has his own inspiration. Everyone has his own goal. So I've been running back and forth to get my goal, which I have set for myself, to serve the community, to do something for my people. So this is my passion, and I've also been associated into various NGOs. I lead the Patriotic Heart Foundation, which has been specifically made for helping the patients, the children having the cardiac issues, particularly related with NICVD hospital. I'm also senior vice president for DHL Lions Club.
That is great.
So we try to do.
Compassion is also very important.
Something for the community as well. Yeah.
So here the question pops out that who do you consider as your role model?
Very, very, very difficult question because every time you learn, every day is a
Yeah, that's true.
every day, every single day is a learning day. When I was working for institutions at that time, I used to follow the most successful people of that institutions. So there, every individual human being itself is not full. Any person is not complete. So, what I do, I usually follow all the successful people and try to adopt the good things which I consider to be developed into my personality. So there are
A
couple of them. I follow. I read biography of all successful people of the world. I at times I follow Jack Ma, the chairman of Alibaba Group. I follow at times Warren Buffett. I follow Bill Gates. I have read about all successful people. I follow, try to adopt, try to change myself
You
according
seem like
to.
an avid reader.
Yeah.
Any book you'd like to recommend to our viewers?
I usually read Tony Robbins. He's a great motivational speaker, and Money Master Game is my favorite book. And in fact, you can see his one of his books.
Oh yes,
on
we
my
have the
table
books as a proof, guys.
So I usually, when I have time during the day or at times at home, I have also maintain my own library. So I usually read the biographies. I usually read the motivation, the books, which gives you some directions.
Okay, that's great. So, can you tell us a bit about Century Package's vision, mission, philosophy?
We want to be when we started off the Century Packages itself. At that point in time, it was I would say a decent size of setup. As of today, our vision is to be one of the leading printing and packaging company in Pakistan, and to be the place where we can support the community, we can support our people, and we can produce leaders. And this is what my firm belief, my clean philosophy in this organization is. I have all young people working with me. Majority of them are very, I would say, the MBA, chartered accountant, and the people with a decent size of qualification. I have given them the clear direction. You work hard, you do your best. Company grow, you grow. That is the simple formula. I have opted for this organization, and which is working very fairly well. They work for themselves. I said, no one is employed here. You have problem, come. My room is always open. Come, discuss, and then move forward. So everyone has his own portfolio. Everyone is responsible for his own work and his KPIs. This is how I operate.
So, you have instilled the value of mutual benefits.
The best part about the thing is, you should be clear enough that my what I require from my people. Even if you go out and you can see the guard sitting outside, he knows what I am thinking and what I want. So if your real objective, what you want to achieve, not the entire business plan, I'm just
Okay.
talking about it depends on people to people. So he knows what is his responsibility and what we expect him to do out of his 12 hours working hours. So that is the clear vision that should be cascaded down towards
Should be
everyone.
communicated very clearly.
Very clearly, because otherwise you can't. These are the challenging times. Every day the strategy is changing. I am not working the same way which we were used to work 6 months back, even 6 weeks back. Every day is a different decision making we are going through, because these are the challenging time for Pakistan. These are the challenging time for industrialists, because we have created certain employment, we have certain fixed overheads. The cost of doing business has substantially increased during last 1.5 years. The business itself, the universe of the business, the wallet size of the business has shrunk because of the multiple issues the country has gone through. This is a transformation phase. So this is how we operate as well.
Okay, hopefully these individual efforts mount up to a good transformation for Pakistan, inshallah.
Inshallah, we are hopeful because we don't have any other choice.
That's
It's a 200 million plus country, and was the sixth largest populated country in the world. So, what is the second option? Where it will head? These things has to be improved. This, when I talk to my dad, yes, these are the challenging times. We are also going through I would say, difficult challenges. Every day is a different challenge. And my dad always says that you just sustain the business. Those who will sustain, they will make money in the long run. So that's why we are working on various strategies, cost control strategies, efficiency improvement, adaptability with the current environment. So this is how the companies have to change their direction.
talking about employees. How many employees do you have? Like the number?
We have because we have latest equipment, and these latest equipment does not require too many labor force. This industry itself has transformed in globally. There are over 15,000 printing press in Pakistan,
Wow.
and out of 15,000, only 1% have the latest equipment, which is
That is
on
so
your
competitive.
yes, which is on your fingertips. Because you can set up the person can set up a printing press in a small room as well. He just buy a machine and he'll start printing visiting card from tomorrow. He can print the letterheads from once he has the small setup in a room. He can operate it himself. So the industry itself, it's a big industry, but there is a paradigm shift in the industry now. When we talk about paradigm shift, means the economies of scale plays the cost is reducing. So everyone is concerned about the quality output. Everyone is concerned about efficiency, latest equipment. So that's why we ourselves has repositioned ourselves to with this change. So we have coming back to your question, that how many staff do we have? We have over 150, 100 plus staff there. Labor we have the contractual staff, which takes care, which is led by our contractor. So this is how we operate.
Okay, so now since you were telling that you have latest equipment, so is there any challenge that you face in terms of retaining the key people? For example, you have this some experienced employees who are expert in this field, and you have to retain them. How do you do that as boss?
There are a lot of challenges because I can't operate machine myself. I can talk to you in this air-conditioned room. I can talk on any topic you ask me, whatever question. I'll try to answer that. But I am not good in operating the machine. However, we can't 100% rely on any blue collar person, because at times if you don't have any knowledge, particularly if you are into this industry or you are in textile, when you go to any site of any textile company or any other businesses, he must have some knowledge. So my dad knows the technical knowledge of operating and handling these people. So my younger brother, who I mentioned about him, so he has a strong grip on the technical knowledge, as well as managing these people. This is not my ambit. I manage my sales team, I manage my finance team, I manage my planning team, I manage supply chain. Because of my previous profile, I can manage these people in a more appropriate manner. Yes, my brother, he has a strong grip in production. He has strong grip in supply chain as well. So he manages these technical people. He has his own policies. He retains people. There are a lot of people who are working with us since last over 15 years.
That's great.
So yes, you have to take care of them in all aspects. They have multiple issues. You have to address them as per the market. So this is how we do.
Okay, so talking about CSR, corporate social responsibility. Yeah. So is your company taking any CSR initiatives?
Yes. I'm very much, as I told you in my profile, that I've been associated into various organizations as well to do the CSR activities. And over here we have proper CSR management. Last time my staff participated in plantation drive. Last time my staff, especially my sales team, was there in the I camp we organized in Korangi area through the panel of Lions Club. So yes, and then we ourselves has labor who are on a lower side of income. They have multiple issues. So there, my one person with the planning manager who interact with the admin people as well as with the production, my younger brother. So they have properly set up a lot of things for them so that the kids can go to a better school. They are very clear that we have certain moral obligations, which is what we are rendering towards the community. How many hospitals are we supporting? Considering this economic downturn, and I would say this transformation downturn in the overall economy, I can't tell you, but there are a lot of serious issues people are going through.
For sure.
I just 2 hours before I was talking to someone, and he can't afford. He had a stroke, a cardiac stroke, and he can't afford hospitalization. These government hospitals are fully occupied. So I've been talking to various people, just coordinating with him. What I can do, I do my best.
On your individual level,
for individual level, from our association with couple of the charitable hospitals as well. So we are to some extent connected with them as well. We do monthly donations, but so I know people over there. So this is how, on individual basis, where we could do anything, we do that.
That's great. I'm very sure that this compassionate part of you takes care of your employees in a very good way.
Yeah.
Okay, so mashallah, you have a lot of achievements. So out of all these, any one achievement that you're really proud of?
When I put up this plant back in 2017 and the machine was installed in 2018, that was the dream of my father, to have this the latest equipment which he would have thought of entire his printing career.
Okay.
So when he was standing at the machine and the first print came out of that,
a lot of pride must have been there.
That is I would say too, but that's the most happening moment for me, that we did it, and we did it by grace of Allah, by help of Allah. I would say this is all just the blessing of God, and
very true,
and the wishes of my mom and my dad and everyone, and the people associated here. These people, my core team, they worked from scratch. We set up a new unit for that. They all of them did their best to be categorized into.
This conversation clearly implies how important you feel that the team altogether is, rather than just the leader. So,
yeah, you carry on, please.
So, how do you define leadership? And briefly, how do you define leadership?
Leadership is the sense of ownership. I would say leadership, everyone has a different definition. I have met a lot of leaders. So leadership is how you own your people. If I have 200 people, how I am owning them, how I am concerned, what is my SOP to own them. And the leader lead by example. If I am passionate what I am trying to achieve, the 2 level down, my management team will follow the same steps which I am following myself. So leader lead by examples. And leadership, it's a very big topic.
That's a very vast
and it's
topic.
A very vast topic, and everyone has its own definition of leadership. My adaptability of various strengths of the successful leaders, I follow that.
Okay, that's great. So, what's your idea of happiness? Another tricky question.
What's your idea?
Idea of happiness. Generic.
Happiness is that thing which you can't buy with money. So happiness is the self-contentment. It's you will come across, you will find people who are happy by eating 2 rotis in a day. And you will find billionaires who are on pills to sleep in the night.
Very true, very true.
So I have experienced both ends of it. So happiness is happiness is, to me, in this age, I have concluded, I've reached to the level. You should be nice to people. You should not try to harm someone, and do what your heart says. As far as the this factor is concerned, yourself, Allah Taala, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, everything is defined in Quran. At times I find lot of my answers from Quran. At times I do go to the YouTube, I hear the translations. I read translation of Quran. Because the point is, you are just reciting Quran, everyone is reciting Quran in Arabic, not understanding what we are reading and what is the value to that. I have started following reading Quran translation. I find a lot of times answer to a lot of my questions. And there are situations when any individual is in a stressful situation, life-threatening situations. All leaders goes through different roller coaster rides, and how you handle your stress at that time, and then you find, when you reach to your destiny, how you celebrate your success.
Very, very well
So
said.
that's the self-contentment. The happiness is all about your internal, the point where you get your internal peace. That is happiness, I would define.
This word self-contentment that you used, it's like very rare in people, and once they find it, it's the best thing, I guess.
Believe you me, I was. I have. If you, I don't know, you have seen the movie Wolf of Wall Street.
I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
It's a true story, and the author is Jordan Belfort. So
Okay.
I was supposed to see him in this April in Las Vegas, but because of my family commitment, I couldn't make it. I follow him. I take his online seminars and sessions. So I have learned a lot from these motivational speakers. Tony Robbins ko bhi I follow, and I'm planning to go to Canada. He's coming
That
in the
is
first
great.
quarter. तो उसके 1-2 sessions में जाऊँगा, because he trained leaders, and he basically all CEOs, all managing directors goes through certain stress. You have a lot of responsibility.
For sure, for sure.
You have responsibility of business development. You have responsibilities towards your suppliers. You have responsibilities towards your employees. You have responsibility towards your community. You have responsibility towards your country. You have responsibility towards your family. You have responsibility towards the nation. So this is where you compose yourself as one individual personality, and then you allocate your time accordingly. This is how I'm training myself as well.
No,
I'm not perfect in that. I'm just trying to adopt some qualities. So I don't know how long it will take, but everyone has his own journey. My journey, when I'll reach to that destiny which I have defined for myself, will be defined by Allah. And I'm a firm believer. When you have a faith in Allah, the Quran says Allah pe faith hai, so everything is possible.
Indeed.
So if I have a very strong belief, जो मुझे चाहिए मैं ले लूँगा. एक बच्चे को कुछ चाहिए होता है अपने बाप से, सो वो जिद करता है. He says कि no, at that मेरा बेटा मुझसे कहता है कि I want to drive car, but he is not of that age, तो मैं उसको गाड़ी तो नहीं दे सकता. Then he comes to that age, then he learn how to drive, and then I am confident enough कि he can handle that car. I give him the car. That goes exactly, my mindset says कि that goes exactly with your relationship with Allah.
Very well.
आपको उस दिन मिलेगी वो चीज, ये मिलनी तो है. दुआ किसी भी तरह खत्म नहीं हो सकती. दिस इज माई बिलीफ. जिद आदमी करता है. जिद किससे करता है? Who you love. So I know कहीं ना कहीं तो पहुंचेंगे.
Inshallah, inshallah,
और आज तक पहुँचे तो आगे भी पहुँचेंगे
inshallah.
इंशाल्लाह।
Best wishes for your journey ahead. And any message for our youth or our viewers who are watching this? Any optimistic message?
I have one single message for everyone that we are Muslims, and we as a Muslim, I have gone through various phases in my personal life as well as my professional career. I have read Bible. I have read Quran with the translation. I have also read the Bhau Mazhab book as well. So with every religion I have come across, I've been traveler. I've been frequently traveling to various destinies. Every person, every human, the concept, I'm not talking about religion. We are the supreme religion. We are Muslims. We have a faith in Allah. But every religion has some responsibility. That is, you have certain responsibility towards the humanity. So follow the footprint of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which says to be akukul ibad is your prime responsibility. आपका और अल्लाह का मामला हुकूकुल अल्लाह वाला, नमाज पढ़ रहे हैं, अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा कर रहे हैं, चीज़ें कर रहे हैं, that is your and Allah's deal. But Allah Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah अब just to add something into it, मैं इस जवाब को ढूंढने में तो it took me so long. कभी आप भी सोचना कि why Mark Zuckerberg at the age of 32 became the world's third largest human in this world. Why? Think of Jack Ma, who every time comes on TV channel and says that I've been rejected in KFC, I've been rejected there, I've been rejected there, and now he owns Alibaba Group and the richest man on this planet. How Warren Buffett has transformed in the late 40s and become the richest man in the world. How? I have gone through the entire biographies of them and the success stories of them. They are basically the wealth they have generated. They have donated towards humanity. They are humans. The contribution which they are doing towards the community, which our religion says, and we all Muslims are doing it to our extent, हम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन हम कभी कभार बहक जाते हैं, हम झूठ भी बोलते हैं, मैं भी बोलता हूँ. At times, at situations, we lie. At times, we do unfair deals to get that business or the deal. At times, we are rude to our Muslim brothers and sisters, as well as anyone in this world. ये चीज़ें, when I was reading Bible, so then a lot of things got clear to me how these non-Muslims follow and how they lead to work with passion, whatever field you are in. Strongly believe in God. Everything, the fortune. If someone says that कि किस्मत लिखवा कर आता है, I don't believe in that. किस्मत आप खुद लिखवाते हो. ये दुनिया बनी आपकी किस्मत लिखने के लिए. Just be clear, promise to yourself कि जब कुछ करो, किसी काबिल बन जाओगे तो दूसरों के लिए क्या करोगे. जब उनका सोचना शुरू करोगे तो ऊपर वाला तुम्हारा सोचना शुरू करेगा.
What a line.
And then sky is the limit and you will reach to your destiny.
Thank you so much, sir. Indeed, a very knowledgeable interview, and his leadership has this tinge of compassion, and I'm sure that's the reason why he's sitting here in this key position with a lot of success for Century Packaging. Thank you so much. It was an absolute pleasure to interview you.
Pleasure.
Thank you, viewers. See you the next time. Allah Hafiz.